Jai Hind. Dear students, I am Anuradha, your physics teacher. In physics subject, you have to study two textbooks, that is part 1 and the part 2. Part 1 contains 8 chapters and part 2 contains 7 chapters. Here I am going to start chapter 9, Ray Optics and Optical Instruments from part 2 text. This chapter is related to about light, and in the examination point of view, this chapter is very important one. Already you studied this chapter in class 10, and also you studied about spherical mirrors and the phenomena related to light, that is reflection, refraction, dispersion and scattering of light. Here we can recollect all the content and then we can study the chapter. Okay. Topics to be covered in the chapter is reflection of light, spherical mirrors, refraction of light, refraction at spherical surfaces, refraction by lenses, refraction through prism, total internal reflection, dispersion and optical instruments. Let us start the chapter with the word optics. Optics is the branch of physics which deals with the study of nature, production and propagation of light. Optics can be divided into two branches. First one, ray optics. It explains about the particle nature of light and it deals with the phenomena reflection, refraction, total internal reflection, etc. Number 2, wave optics. It explains the wave nature of light and it deals with the phenomena interference, diffraction, polarization, etc. You want to study two words in the chapter. The first one, ray of light. What do you mean by this ray of light? Path of light is known as the ray of light and it is represented by the arrow. Number 2, beam of light. The bundle of such rays are called the beam of light and it is represented by the number of arrows. Now we can study the phenomena of light. The first one, reflection of light. What do you mean by the reflection of light? Bouncing back of a ray of light when it strikes a boundary between different media through which it cannot pass. There is certain laws related to this reflection of light. The first law of reflection is angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection, that is angle I equal to angle R. Second law, incident ray, normal and the reflected ray all lie in the same plane. In the figure, the ray which is incident on the boundary, that is the mirror, is called incident ray and the ray which is reflected is known as the reflected ray. The angle between the incident ray and the normal is known as angle of incidence I and the angle between the normal and the reflected ray is known as the angle of reflection R. The normal is the perpendicular line drawn on the boundary, that is the mirror. Here the boundary is the mirror. So you understand that mirrors are the reflecting surfaces because it acts as boundaries and the image is formed. These are some basic facts about the reflection of light. Here we are going to discuss about some special type of mirrors called spherical mirrors. A spherical mirror is a reflecting surface which forms part of a hollow sphere. There are two types of mirrors. Concave mirror. Concave mirror is the spherical mirror in which outer bulged surface is silvered and the reflection of light takes place from the inner hollow surface. Second one, convex surface. It is the spherical mirror in which the inner hollow surface is silvered and the reflection of light takes place from the outer bulged surface. There are some important terms related to the spherical mirrors. Pole. Pole is the middle point of the spherical mirror. It is noted as P. Center of curvature. It is the center of the sphere of which the mirror forms a part. It is noted as C. Radius of curvature. It is the distance between pole and the center of curvature, noted as R. Principal axis. The imaginary line passing through the pole and the center of curvature. Then aperture. Aperture is the diameter of the circular boundary of the spherical mirror. It is noted as mm dash. Principal focus. A narrow beam of light parallel to the principal axis and converges to a point is known as the principal focus and it is noted as f. The distance between pole and the focus is known as the focal length. This is in the case of a concave mirror. But in the case of a convex mirror, the rays appear to diverge from a point. That point is known as the principal focus. Sign convention for spherical mirrors. Number 1. According to sign convention, objects should be placed on the left side of the mirror. Number 2. All distances are measured from the pole of the mirror. Number 3. All distances measured in the direction of incident light are taken to be positive. And number 4. All distances measured in the opposite direction of incident light are taken to be negative. Then fifth point, heights measured upwards and perpendicular to the principal axis are taken positive. And the sixth point, height measured downwards and perpendicular to the principal axis are taken negative. So you understand about the introduction of the chapter optics. Thank you.